Namaste. In this video, I will demonstrate and have full practices of variations of yoga breathing exercises. So this video will be quite long because I will have a demonstration section and then a full 5 minutes of each method. There will be markings throughout this whole video, so you can skip through, and once you find one that you are interested, you can go through the practice with me. So let's begin. The principle of breathing is basically to help us regulate our nervous system, to calm us down when we run into situations that work us up, and to bring more air into our lungs. A lot of us don't know that normally we're only breathing 30% of what our lung capacity is. So in order to bring more breath in our system, we vitalize the cells, get better circulation, and we have better control of our bodies and mind and how we are actually moving internally. There are a few things that we need to keep in mind with breathing practices. One is we do not fill our lungs and the body with air and to a point that you feel like it's too much. It always has to be comfortable. One deep breath in, you know it's full and it's comfortable. It's not like, oh, I'm going to explode. We never do that. And we never breathe to a point that we're going to feel that our heart is actually having any kind of pressure. So it always have to be nice and smooth, comfortable, in control. It is suggested that we have a nice, comfortable pace, breathing through the nose all the time, in and out, unless there's some practices that will require using the mouth. And we always try to maintain a nice balance of the in and out breath. Ultimately, we would like to have the out breaths longer than the in breaths. Because the longer we have with the out breaths, the better we control and calm down the nervous system in a much effective way. Sometimes it's like 1:2 ratio. So let's say if my in breath is 10 seconds, ultimately, I would like to try to have my out breath be as long as 20 seconds. It will take a while before we get to that point. But if we practice every day, it will come very, very easily. And it will become a habit, a part of your life, a part of your daily. It's like you don't think about it and you naturally will do it. Dirgha Svasam, 3 parts breath. And some may call it deep belly breathings. So the 3 part is the belly, the lungs, and then all the way to the top of the throat. Come to a comfortably seated position. If you're not comfortable having your legs crossed for a few minutes, you can always sit on a chair, sit in your bed, or lean against the wall as long as you can keep your spine straight. Making sure your spine is nicely lengthened and relaxing everything else in the body. Start paying attention of how you're feeling when you're breathing in the moment. Rising and falling sensation. Noticing where your breath actually ends when you need to change your breath. So with Dirgha Svasam, we're going to really bring the air all the way down to the bottom of the belly and fill it all the way up to the top of the lungs. Remember not to tense it, not to feel like bloated. It's just nicely filled up. And then when we exhale, we're just allowing the air to come out with control and rolling down all the way to the bottom of the belly. If you like to feel the sensation, you can have your right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. So you can feel the procedure and how your body is expanding and relaxing during the practice. I will walk you through the pace of breaths in the first minute, and then I will start counting the pace. And then I will start making the exhale slightly longer, so you get used to a rhythm of how this breathing exercise is supposed to be, one step at a time. Are you ready? Let's empty out the lungs through the nose, always breathing through the nose. Inhale, filling up the bottom of the belly, up to the heart, all the way to the top of the throat. And exhale, allowing the air to come out through the throat, feeling the heart sinking, and then the belly tucking in, squeezing the air out. And inhale again, belly, heart, top of throat. Exhale, throat, heart, belly. Inhale, belly, heart, top of throat. Exhale, throat, heart, belly. Inhale, you can relax the hands, and then feeling the air moving in and out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really feel that your torso and your being is expanding as you inhale. Lengthen the spine and exhale. Inhale. Feeling the spine in each vertebra with the breath. Making space, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just at your own pace, repeat this for a few times. And then I will start counting by the seconds. I will start inhale with 5 seconds and exhale with 5 seconds. So try to make that 5 seconds just nicely fill up and nicely empty out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, repeating by yourself for a few rounds. Noticing how the air is actually filling up, how the body is feeling. After a couple more rounds, I'm going to increase the count of exhale by 1 second. And the inhales will remain the same. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, follow your own pace, repeating this practice. Carry on. If you feel like you run out of breath, you can actually take deeper breath in. And just allowing the air to travel in a very steady pace. How I like to do it is I imagine that I have sections in my body. So as I'm exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. But try not to like pause. The breath should be flowy. The count is just there as a meter. And over time, you can increase or change the counts of the in and out breaths. Carry on with the practice and noticing how you're feeling. You can try to use this practice as your normal breathing pattern. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, come to a few minutes of breathing like that. You don't have to sit down. You can even be washing your clothes and wiping the table, doing something that's not taking a lot of attention or focus. And eventually you get into a habit of breathing like that. And then over time, you can change the counts of the in and out breaths. Maybe making the inhale 4, exhale 6, eventually increasing the exhale to 4 to 8, and even 10 to 20. Feel that lung capacity expanding. We normally don't notice that kind of sensations exist because we usually don't breathe like that. You feel a lot more energized. So you can carry on. When we're done, on the next out breath, just breathe everything out. And then come back to your normal pace of breathing pattern. Noticing how you're feeling. Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is to tighten up our air passageway when we exhale, so our exhales will be longer, and then that will really bring our nervous system to come down very effectively. And the method of doing it is to, when we're breathing out, Imagine we are letting the air out. You can hear that whispering sound, right? But without having our mouth open, we're using the nose, but using the same way of breathing out, only allowing the air to travel out through the nose. So it become like this. You can give it a try. Inhale fully with the nose. You can whispering out first with the mouth. Notice the sensation, how it feels. One more time, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, this time with the mouth closed. Keep repeating. So you notice that you naturally, the out breath is a lot limited. But then again, it's in a way very nicely paced. It's like a very fine stream that's coming out. And that is usually helpful for us to extend our exhales. And this Ujjayi breath can be applied to any of other breathing exercises. We can even apply to our asanas practice to calm down our nervous system when we're moving, to relax everything. Let's try with the Dirgha Svasam. We're going to do 4 seconds for in-breath and 6 seconds for out-breath. Let's see how that goes. Ready? Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, repeat at your own pace. Notice the difference. Remember, all these practices, you don't feel any kind of straining. So if you are straining and then not feeling comfortable, just come back to natural breath and then slowly moving into the practice again. Find that comfort zone. It should be nice and easy. That's work involved, but not lazy. Again, this practice can be applied in your daily life. Try to make that a habit and see what happens. Nadi Suddhi, alternate nostril breathing. It is a very, very effective way to balance us out. Personally, every time when I have a headache, I will do Nadi Suddhi. In about 5-10 minutes of practice, the headache will be gone. And it also helps us to deal with fight and flight. And when we are in a situation that we're in shock, we are feeling the rage, irritated, come to this practice. Walk away from a situation, find a place to, put your hand on the nose and just come into that breathing exercise. What's great about it is it helps balancing our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system with controlling the flow of the air from different nostrils alternately. So let's begin. So come into a comfortably seated position. Especially if we're at home, there are a lot of other variations of this practice where how we place our hands to make it more comfortable so we can do this practice longer. It's recommended minimum 5 minutes, but I personally will recommend you to do 10 minutes and you will really feel the difference. You feel the tension of the body, of the mood, totally relaxes after that. So you might even want to have a cushion or pillow or blanket like this one just to roll up. Because we're going to keep our hand with our arms up like this for a few minutes. So in the beginning, you might not be used to it. Then, you're kind of like tired and there'll be tension going on the right arm. So for beginners, I do recommend you to have something to support it. And there are 3 different hand gestures that we can do this practice with. Let's start with the most easiest one. Is using 2 index fingers. So we're just relaxing our elbows on this roll of support and putting 1 finger on each nostril. So we're just gonna do this. And the second version will be figure 7. The thumb will be controlling the right nostril, and then the index finger will be on the left. And then the traditional way of doing it is to have, let's say we're gonna have our palms facing out, and then folding in the index finger and the middle finger. It will take a while to get used to it because it's not easy to keep the rest of the fingers straight. But in the beginning, if they don't want to go straight, it's totally okay. Just allow your hand to be where it wants to be. So, maybe these fingers want to curl in a bit. Allow them to curl in. So your thumb and the ring finger will be the 2 fingers that are controlling the nostrils. So find your preferred version. You can give it a try, you can change it. You can start with this and then change to this and then eventually change to this. Keeping the spine straight. We're gonna fully inhale through the nose. Placing the thumb on the right nostril and then exhale slowly. You can apply the counts pattern with this and even Ujjayi breath with this if you like. And then inhale. Hold the breath for a second. Swapping side. Close the left nostril, releasing the thumb and allow the air to come out. Exhale on the right nostril. Inhale. Swap side, close the right side, release the left, exhale. Inhale. Close the left, release the right, exhale. Inhale. Swap, close the right, release the left. We always exhale first and then inhale on one side and then swap fingers. Inhale. Swap side, close the left, release the right, exhale. Now at your own pace, carry on with this practice. You can close the eyes and then you can fully experience how you're feeling in this practice. As mentioned earlier, you can apply the counts, the breathing ratios, and you can apply Ujjayi breath. Play around with them and see how you feel. Carry on with the practice. And when you're very comfortable, you can start trying to taking away your cushion, dropping the shoulders, allowing the hand to rest on the chest. You can actually use the other hand to kind of support it. But the idea is to not have any tensions anywhere. So over time, when you practice a lot more, this will be very comfortable and normal. And anytime, if you have any thoughts coming through in the mind or any sounds coming through in the mind, just allowing them to travel out with the out breaths. It's a normal principle. Every inhale, we bring in good energy into our system, lengthen the spine. And exhale, dropping any tensions in anywhere in the body, allowing them to travel out with the exhales. And on the next time when you're exhaling through your right nostril, just gently close the eyes and relaxing the hands. Coming into total stillness and noticing how you're feeling. Coming back to your normal breathing patterns. And at your own time, just blinking your eyes open. Kapalabhati, skull shining breath. In traditional integral yoga practices, we always do Kapalabhati before we do Nadi Suddhi. Skull shining breath is to cleanse, to rinse, to flush, to pump up, bring out the heat, to burn, and then Nadi Suddhi to balance out. And it takes a lot of work in the core and the belly. It's actually quite fun to do. So I'm going to walk you through step by step. Spine straight into seated position, always. Nice, relaxing posture, but nice straight back. Feeling the balance evenly while you're seated. The way of doing it is to we expose the air out by pressing in the belly. So imagine you see a fly or something landing on your hand, you just go that. But we use our nose to exhale out. So you see that, you can see my belly actually pressing in as I'm pushing the air out, right? So there's a little bit of strength in there. We're consciously pressing the air out. But it's like, it's not only just pressing, we feel the push. We actually, hey, ho, ha. So that's energy going out and not just only pressing in and like that. There's always an expulsion. And we always do 3 cycles, 3 rounds. First round, we start with 15 expulsions. Second round will be 25 and the third will be 35. And on the very last breath of each round, exhale everything fully. And then inhale fully and then come back to a normal breath. Take a break and then repeat the second cycle again. So give it a try now. We can start with, imagine you are trying to blow away a fly, blow off a candle, dust in front of your screen, you just blow it off. Notice how that feels. You can put your hand on the belly. And then now try to use your nose with the same breathing manner. Getting a hang of it. And sometimes some people are naturally reverse breathing, meaning when they are breathing out, their belly will pop out and the lungs collapse in. And when they breathe in, they expand the lungs and then press the belly in. So if you think that you're having a hard time pressing the air out with your belly in, maybe you can start coming into 3-part breath first. Exhaling, having a habit of when we're exhaling, the belly is pressing in, tugging in, and then inhale, belly is pressing up. So for those who have reverse breathing patterns, we can do the Kapalabhati slow. So deliberately, you do a Dirgha Svasam, a 3-part breath, with a slightly faster pace. Instead of 1, 2, 3, you'll be like, get used to that first, okay? Then you can come back to this video with Kapalabhati. So for those who are ready to do Kapalabhati, let's give it a try. Hand on the belly. We're going to exhale fully first. And then on the in-breath, we just let the belly drop and let whatever amount of air wants to travel into our body, travel in. So it may be halfway, we're not filling up the belly, and then we begin to expose. Five more. Long full exhale. Squeeze everything out. And full belly breath in all the way up. Hold for a second. And exhale fully. Squeeze everything out. We're going to begin round 2 with 25 counts. Breathe in halfway. Begin. More. Remember, the breath in is always just a relax of the belly and allow the air to travel in naturally without control. 5 more. Long exhale out. Inhale fully. 3-part breaths. Hold for a second and exhale fully. Getting ready for round 3, 35 counts. Inhale halfway and begin. Five more. 15 more. Relax the hands. Five more. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Hold for a second. And release. Close the eyes. Come back to your natural breathing patterns. Noticing how the body is feeling, the effects of the practice. And whenever you're ready, you can open the eyes. So we start with 15, 25, and 35. Eventually, you might want to lengthen and adding counts into each round. For very, very mature practice, we start from 50. And but it, take your time with that. Get used to that. Always after Kapalabhati, we will follow with Nadi Suddhi to balance us out. So that morning or whenever you feel like you need that energy, you need that push, or your mind is very blocked down, and you can practice Kapalabhati. That will help you clear up your mind. Hope you enjoy this practice. Namaste. Is it bedtime? Yeah? You want to go to bed, Hemia? Okay. Okay, let's go to bed.